Hello, everyone. Supervisor Jim Desmond here with you on Tuesday, April 13th, with another COVID and county update. Lots of news in the happening here lately. Just yesterday, unfortunately, the FDA has suspended the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. We're not for sure how long. Apparently, there were some side effects coming out of that vaccine, and so it's being suspended for a while. So unfortunately, that's going to hurt our vaccination process. May hold it back a little bit here because we're not going to be able to administer that particular vaccine. So if you experience any difficulties there, that's pretty much the reason why. Also on this Thursday, actually April 15th, the vaccines are going to be opened up to a much broader population. Those 16 years and older are going to be able to get the shot. So that, along with the Johnson & Johnson, might be have a few difficulties in the near future here, or at least this week, with maybe the surge of people trying to get the vaccine and the Johnson & Johnson issue. So sorry about that information. Got some good news, though. Heads up, the Padres are going to be allowed up to 33% at their next home series game. They're coming back to town here this week, and so 33% capacity at Petco Park. Churches now, via the Supreme Court, overruling what the state of California did, the Supreme Court says you cannot limit the capacities of people in churches or in synagogues or worshiping. You can't do that. Now, some churches may still have social distancing in place. They might require masks and things like that, but Supreme Court says you cannot restrict people, which I think most of us already knew. It just had to make its way through the courts. The freedom of religion in the Constitution finally won out the day. Yesterday, I did a very interesting podcast with a Dr. Bridle from Ontario, Canada, who is an immunologist. He develops vaccines. He does a lot of work in that area, and he brought up some different perspectives on things. One of which is about the long-term effect that the isolation is going to have potentially on our children, especially those from age 0 to 6 that have been in isolation. He says, that's kind of the time that the immune system really develops in humans when they, in that young age when they're around other kids. And I remember taking our kids to daycare, and there was always some kid sick in there. And then so that, he says, might have long-term effects on children. Other things he talked about was natural immunity. There's a lot of people out there that, the virus already went through, they never had symptoms, yet they built up a natural immunity. And unfortunately, we're trying to vaccinate everyone. He said we should probably really be doing testing, and apparently there's a new test coming out for people if they have a natural immunity. Then maybe those that already have that don't need to be vaccinated. We should be vaccinating those who don't have that. But just some of the thoughts. It was a very interesting podcast. You can check it out. Go to YouTube under Supervisor Desmond. Check it out, and it's under Around the Town or Around the County with Supervisor Desmond, and it was Dr. Bridle and his perspective on that. So thanks for checking in. Stay safe out there. If you want to get the vaccine, go ahead and get it, and we're going to try to make it as available as possible with all the hurdles, and we cannot wait until June 15th when this tier system goes away. Thanks for checking in.